Well, today it's a moment of truth on the Jaguar paintwork. We've done all that blocking and guide coat and sheet metal work and lining panels and all the time involved, and now it's down to putting the paint on it. Now, in here in the booth, I've got the car all set up. Like I said, I come out here last night and I actually walked around the car like I'd be spraying the gun just to make sure it had enough clearance. I had the trunk lid over here right beside where the camera is. I moved it because I'm right-handed. When I squatted down, it was getting in the way. So you can kind of just do a little test run of how it feels to go all the way around it. I do have enough room to do all the pieces in here at one time. I got my doors hanging the way they will be sitting on the side of the car. The panels have to sit the way that they're going to sit on the car, so the metallic orients itself the same way on top of the car as well as on the side of the car. I'm going to go right before I get in here. I'm going to do a pre-clean method. I always pre-clean quite a bit between every single coat. I put it on wet. I have a dry towel and I take it off immediately. Try to wipe it off. Put it on wet. Dry it off immediately. So that's what I'm fixing to do. I'll wet my floor down and I'll start mixing up my sealer. And I'm working. I got the heat going outside. I'm going to try to get up to about somewhere around 80, close to 80 degrees outside. Somewhere in here about 80 degrees. Going to mellow up to 80 degrees. Today I've been watching temperature. I have no humidity, very low humidity today. Temperature's going to be rising today. So I want this metal to maintain a pretty consistent temperature. So if I can get up to about 75-ish or so on the metal, and when the day gets up to about 75 or 80, everything should be good. Every time I put on a coat of paint or material on this, the transfer of solvents is going to cool that panel. I don't want those panels to get cold. The colder you are, the more dormant the paint's going to be, more time you have for troubles. So let's go get my sealer mixed up, get all those items done, and then I'll give you a little update. Alright, now I've got everything tacked off, floor's wet, I've cleaned all the gun, cleaned all this mask, got a suit on, I've got everything to try to do all the trash I can get. Most of the trash that's going to go in your car is going to come off of you. I'm fixing to do about 13 layers of material here, kind of sealer's basically clear, so every time I go across it and stretch it, stuff's going to fall on it, and it just keeps piling up. So do everything you can do to keep the trash out of it. So let's go. Look, there goes a little piece right there. Okay, now you can see I've got my white sealer on here, and it is not it set. I got my clear already mixed up for that to go around. I'm gonna sit around about 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna put on another coat of clear. I'm gonna do probably, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna put on clear till it gets tired. So let me get at it. Well, here it is. It's been a long day. I started about 8 o'clock this morning. It's about 5:30ish now. Ended up putting on 5 coats of clear on this. So total, I have 2 coats of sealer, 3 coats of base, a drop coat, 5 coats of clear. A lot of curing time. So now I'm just going to close my booth down and let it cure tonight. I've got a spot on my very last coat of clear, a gnat flying through the air, bam, right into the clear. So I'll have to sand him out of there. And but other than that, it went real well. Looks real nice. I know I'm wore out, so there it is.